Okay, so here I have a bunch of different characters for One Piece, and I'm going to be ranking them based on how fraudulent they are. I picked the characters that are the most relevant in recent chapters. I'm going to be ranking them as follows: GOAT, Great, Has Their Moments, Fraud, and At Their Desk. As you can see, I'm saving the best one for last. Actually, let me just preface this. The most recent chapter that's out at the moment is 181. So just keep that in mind. A lot of these can change, but also remember my opinion is correct. To Sanji, in the most recent chapters, he's been going out sad, but before that, he's goated. I honestly like him a little more than Zoro, which might make me a little bit biased, but I don't care. Sanji's great. He's been having good goated moments recently. Not really GOAT tier, but you know, he's up there. Okay, next we have Zoro. If I'm being real, he's on the same level as Sanji. People like to just say he's way better than Sanji. Mainly, obviously, Zoro fans just like to say that. But they're literally almost the same in my eyes. I mean, look where he is at right now. So I'm going to put him under Sanji. Robin is great. Robin is really great. In Elbaf, she's been surprising me. That moment where she sacrificed herself, throwing herself off the cliff with Somers, I was just goated. So honestly, I think Robin is underrated, and she deserves her spot with Zoro and Sanji. Next, we have Chopper. He just now recently saved himself for what he's been doing on Elbaf. He's on the same boat with Robin. He's had a great role to play in Elbaf, so just for that, I'm gonna put him in great. Okay, so here we have Nami. If I'm being totally real, she's just been doing what she needs to do. I mean, a highlight, she's putting out the fire. Nothing wrong with what she's been doing, but she's just not in great. Next we have Franky, aka the GOAT himself. Franky, I love Franky. He's such a great character. Recently, he hasn't been doing that much that I can think of the top of my head. Sorry, my memory's terrible. He has his moments. He's above Nami, but so far, I mean, he does what he needs to do. He's a cool guy. He deserves a spot right here. Never I thought it was the day where people slander Luffy, but here we are in our day and age. But to be real, he's gear 5 minutes just because he is so strong. The reason he has that 5-minute timer is because he would be destroying every single person he goes up against if he didn't have it. So he needs to be nerfed. So I'm going to put him in GOAT. Okay, so it's cut out, but that's Sabo. I have mixed feelings with Sabo, but that's a totally different other conversation. But I'm going to have to put him in great tier. Just for the fact he escaped Emu. Not the Gorosei, because they are bums, but set that aside for now. He escaped Emu in his home turf. He even got hit by an attack from Emu and escaped. Let me remind you again, he was in his homeland and he got up out of there. I hate to say it, but that is a Sabo upscale. Next up is Jinbe. I honestly really like Jinbe. I love his character, but my love for him means I have to be honest. What has he been doing? What has he been doing? I need him to do way more. I love you, Jinbe, but you're borderline fraud. You're borderline fraud. But because I love you, you're going under Nami. Because I expect less from Nami and I expect more from you, and you should be doing way more. Okay, so Ace. I don't really know why I even put him on here. I'll just put him in fraud. No explanation needed. I don't agree with this, but I'm just gonna put him there. Here's Brook. Immediate great tier. Tanking an attack from Emu. Even though it wasn't Emu himself there, he still tanked an attack. Brook, I'm very proud of you, buddy. You deserve this spot. What is there to say that hasn't been said about you, Mr. Shanks? You may notice that Mihawk is not on here. For that I say, I actually have nothing to say. I've been seeing some delicious Shanks slander on social media, and it's honestly hilarious. But, I cannot lie, he still goes in great. Here's Blackbeard, and he's immediately going in GOAT tier. He gets shit done. He's actually moving. He's been wreaking havoc in Marijois and everywhere. If Blackbeard is waiting for Emu back in the Holy Land, I will literally shit myself. Now, here we have our first fraud. I don't think there needs to be any explanation to why these guys are so fraudulent. These guys let everyone escape and live off of Egghead, as you know. These guys suck. These guys are trash. What do they do? What do they do? If it wasn't for their immortality, they would be clapped. They would be destroyed. These guys are hard-stuck frauds here until further notice. Here's kid. I don't hate him as much as people do, but going against a Yonko head-on is commendable. And just for that, great tier. Actually, let me not put him there. Let me not disrespect him. I'll put him above. Yeah. I don't love him, but I respect him. Now, as many people, I love Law more than I do Kid, which hurts for me to say he's fraud. Him versus Doflamingo alone puts him here in fraud tier. Luffy's been carrying you for over 500 chapters. His crew alone brings him down to fraud. You need to do better, Law. I love you, but come on now. I don't think he's totally a fraud, but it's looking a little empty, so I'm gonna need to put someone there. And Law, you're just the easiest to put down there. Yes, even more fraudulent than Buggy. Buggy, you're going up here. And you might be thinking to yourself, is this guy dead ass? And I can say with no sarcasm in my body that yes, he is in GOAT tier. He became a Yonko just by trolling. Just by trolling. He found his way to the top, and that itself is so commendable. He deserves to be a GOAT, and I don't care what anyone says. It's time for rocks. I mean, man, he is borderline GOAT. He went out sad, but the things he did in this very short amount of time he was alive, he did a lot. And being the captain of the people that are on his crew, that alone puts him in great. Here we have Aokiji. Aokiji is interesting. His most recent fight was against a crippled old man, and another fight was against a guy who sits at his desk all day and lost, and it wasn't even documented. Aokiji's my guy. However, who am I kidding? I'm putting him in great. Just put right here. Good. Okay, here we have Kobe. Fuck you. Alright, almost done here. I love me some Kizaru. I put him above Aokiji because he was fighting against Luffy, and he was, I don't care what anyone says, he was holding his own. He just didn't want to win. Loki! Putting you in GOAT for the latest chapter alone. You're almost above Luffy because he won't stop freaking eating. But for fighting Emu and getting some hits in, and him attacking you and you're still up, that alone puts you in GOAT. Other than the Gorosei, I think Summers is the only one I genuinely think is a fraud. He sucks. I thought he was gonna be going crazy, but if it's just him by himself, he's getting packed up by Chopper. Emu, I'm gonna invest in you for a bit. I think you're gonna embarrass Luffy out there. So I'm gonna invest in you and see how my stocks go for. And I'm gonna come back to this video and see how it goes. Closing off, here's the list so far. You have one left. Usopp. I don't hate you at all, actually. I don't hate you at all. Many people do. A lot of people do, actually. So I'm gonna give you the most fair rating I can give.